with Demon D and Believe the Hype.
Green. There's two of them, baby. Camel. Oh my, one shot.
Elevator music versus Assassin.
Oh my, still
Green. On station 9, Southtown Clown versus Variable. And on station 15,
That's one shot. I got it.
That's two.
They're at tonight.
Elbow one shot right. Going green. Sniper. Camel.
I'll get him. Top goal, Camo.
Time it, Roy. Behind goal, top camo.
There's shield,
Top blue. Top camo set. Shut up, blue ball. Ball's a shot, Cloud. How's a shot ball?
Top middle, blue. Watch it green.
All right, Scott, so we're going to come back in here for a short update. Just got the news from Brick. Triggers Down is now up 2-0 over Heaven and Earth as they win their Team Slayer game on Heretic, 50-43. Meanwhile, Carvin was able to tie up the score. 15-7 out of Best Man will tie up the series 1-1 versus Classic. So Carbon not struggling as much as we predicted.
Yeah, and you know, Heretic's a map that Carbon's going to shine on. They have Walshy, the great strategist, and Best Man was known for his FFA playing Halo 2, so he knows how to run around that map.
All right, and right now we are watching Maniac here from Believe the Hype. He made that gold jump. I still have not done it in the 3 years that Halo 3 has been out.
I have that same problem.
Can't wait for Reach. Jetpacks, baby. 123 to 110. You're watching Maniac try and shut down the Instinct setup at top blue. And this one, very, very tight all the way through. It's kind of like that midship game, guys. These guys just taking turns, taking over control. Neither team able to set up.
And that's what happens when you get two teams of equal caliber. We saw it last year with Triggers Down and Straight. It's just these two teams meet up so early.
And the Tekken crowd in the background going crazy over here. These guys are loving it. Tekken, the new addition to the pro circuit. If you haven't checked out the B stream, switch on over. Nexi is producing it if you like fighter games. But of course, wait until after this match. And right now we're switching over to Cloudy sitting top blue as we go from Believe the Hype to Instinct. And guys, let's lay out again and listen in with the players from Instinct.
One shot blue engines. I got it. Top center. And elbow. Camel's up. He's gonna live. Jimmy's weak. One shot. Stay alive. Nice. You guys camel. Rotate. Hold that shot. I got one. One there. One shot. Maniac. One shot. I got two. This nice spawn. Sniper might be up. Mid-side one shot. Watch blue spawns. Let's go. Bond blue's clear. I'm watching it. Where are they? On the trees. Right behind. Two guys right here. He's top snipe. Let the camo one shot. One shot camo. Nice. You killed him? Nice, top snipe. Sniper's down top center. I got him. I'm watching top center with Destiny. He's split side to top center. Go in front of blue right now. Look, front of blue. I need it. Don't go yet. I need it. Nice shot. It's Campbell, I think. I heard Campbell. Yeah, top yellow. Top yellow. Gauge jump, baby. F2, one shot. One shot, Maniac. He's going garden, Scotty. I'm coming right now. Back snipe. These two guys mid-snipe now. Okay, get ready to play ball. I did.
And we switched on over to Roy. So all 4 members of Instinct were taken down. We're jumping back on board with El Might Ware coming off the respawn. But in that time that we listened in, it went from 140 to about 192 and counting as Instinct still has control. You're watching as Lunchbox trying to help out Cloud, bottom green.
All right, one shot Campbell, I got him. Two guys in blue.
And now we're jumping over to Roy. Roy cleaning up the kill on APG. Instinct needing just 54 seconds to take game number 3 and go up in the series 2-1.
A pivotal game. You see what Instinct is about. They don't get rattled. When they're down in the series 1-0, 2-0, it does not affect them. They're always able to bounce back. That shows their resilience. That's going to help them very much so later down in Sunday.
And watching Instinct on the LAN network leading up to this event, I had to say that while their LAN score didn't necessarily show it, the games that I watched were always very close and they always had consistency. This is not a team that has super flash in some of the games that you see out of some teams like Triggers Down, but this is just a team that is consistently pushing on you. And you know what? I think that is going to be a huge advantage for them having that play style this season.
Yeah, and you know, I think sometimes they'll have problems with teams like Triggers Down and Believe the Hype, but they'll be able to bounce back with that consistency.
Lunchbox has the camo. We're going to switch from Cloud. Nope, Lunchbox is dead. Good call, Genius. And Cloud picks up the 4-shot on APG, so I'm not mad. 219 to 125 as Believe the Hype grabs the ball again for the first time in about 3 minutes. And just a minute 47 left on the clock. It's do or die time for Believe the Hype here.
Dignitas versus KTD Sinai.
And APG is moving up the elbow here as we have Demon D holding the ball bottom green. Meanwhile, Maniac just grabbed the sniper. Let's go over to him. Woo!
Good call.
Thank you, D-Mac. So, and as Maniac picks up the sniper, he almost got the triple there, and the team is starting to pick up some serious ball time. They've just picked up 30 seconds, but looking at that clock, they need 60 of the 70 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, they're going to have to play absolutely perfect Halo the rest of the way in order to pull this one out.
And Demon D having to drop that ball. Those are those precious seconds that are being lost. He's the last one alive, and he gets the triple. But he's got to touch that oddball ASAP, and a pure gangster is going to pick it up for him. So they just spawned at gold. APG doesn't have many options here. He's getting pushed from Snipe Tower. Elmite Ware pushing down the elbow right now.
He can't.
Oh, and he dropped off the map. The one thing you can't do, and he did it. It wasn't likely that they were going to be able to pull off that perfect 30-second run, but it's definitely done now. Instinct is going to walk away with Game 3.
That's an inexperienced move, in my opinion. When the game is on the line, there's 40 seconds left. You just don't do that to risk the game.
It was a desperation move. The grenades were coming from Elmite. He was going to die anyway. APG, I could never make that jump. I don't hate you.
On Station 1, Afternoon Delight versus Turning Point. Again, Station 1, Afternoon Delight versus Turning Point.
And even though Instinct got out to like a 90-second lead there, guys, Believe the Hype, they stayed calm, cool, collected, and brought it back, made it a reasonable game. Checking out the stats real quick. We have Destin putting up +2 from Maniac, but the real story is Roy continuing to go off for Instinct. He dropped the +9, helping his team win Game 3. So 3 games down, and the best of 5. Instinct needing just one more game to go up against the winner of either Triggers Down or Heaven and Earth. Triggers Down up 2-0 over H&E right now. And the next game type is going to be Onslaught CTF, and this is a game type that I think both of these teams will be very good at.
Yeah, I expect a lot of aggression out of Believe the Hype. I doubt we'll see too much top-middle strat for them, but I feel like Demon D is going to be running the bottom, grabbing that mauler, and being in their face the entire game.
Yeah, when we look at the first capture the flag, you see the pit, it's a lot more open. This is a lot more closed, a lot more room for aggression. I think that will really help Believe the Hype.
And we are going to go to APG when this game starts. I don't know why, guys. I just have a feeling a triple kill is going to happen. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And a pure gangster, a lot of people think he's a main slayer, but what I've seen out of him so far is he's definitely more of that aggressive supporting role. You see in the stats right there, he dropped 32 kills, or 32 assists in that game. Didn't go positive, but he definitely helped Maniac and Destin go positive that game.
And I would say from listening in, that's due to his awareness and ability to listen to his teammates, because he charges into the base. You see him put 2 shots in one, hear a call out, he gets in a position to put shots on that. He's kind of like a fast-paced Karma back in Halo 2.
And I see the difference between him last season and this season is his teamwork. I think his teamwork has improved immensely. He's become an all-around team player. Last season, I thought he was more of a slayer.